KwaZulu Natal is the third smallest of South Africa's 9 provinces. It traces its history back to 1816, when the Zulu chieftain Shaka founded the Kingdom of KwaZulu. The name means place of the people of heaven. Great Britain later established the colony of Natal in the area. Natal became one of South Africa's 4 original provinces. It received its present name in 1994. Pietermaritzburg is the capital. Area 36,433 square miles, 94,361 square kilometers. Population, 2015 estimate, 10,919,077. KwaZulu Natal is a province of South Africa that was created in 1994 when the Zulu Bantustan of KwaZulu, place of the Zulu in Zulu, and Natal province were merged. It is located in the southeast of the country, with a long shoreline on the Indian Ocean and sharing borders with 3 other provinces and the countries of Mozambique, Eswatini, and Lesotho. Its capital is Pietermaritzburg, and its largest city is Durban. It is the second most populous province in South Africa, with slightly fewer residents than Gauteng. 2 areas in KwaZulu Natal have been declared UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the Isimangaliso Wetland Park and the uKhahlamba Drakensberg Park. These areas are extremely scenic as well as important to the surrounding ecosystems. During the 1830s and early 1840s, the northern part of what is now KwaZulu Natal was established as the Zulu Kingdom, while the southern part was, briefly, the Boer Natalia Republic before becoming the British colony of Natal in 1843. The Zulu Kingdom remained independent until 1879. KwaZulu Natal is the birthplace of many notable figures in South Africa's history, such as Albert Luthuli, the first non-white and the first person from outside Europe and the Americas to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, 1960, Pixley Ka-Isaka Seme, the founder of the African National Congress, ANC, and South Africa's first black lawyer, John Longalabalele Dube, the ANC's founding president, Harry Gwala, ANC member and anti-apartheid activist, Mac Maharaj, Grammy Award-winning group Ladysmith. Black Mambazo, Grammy Award-winning DJ Black Coffee, ANC member, anti-apartheid activist and Little Rivonia trial defendant, Mangosuthu Buthelezi, the founder of the Inkatha Freedom Party, IFP, Anton Lembede, the founding president of the ANC Youth League, Jacob Zuma, the former president of South Africa, Bambetha, a 19th-century Zulu chief who became an anti-apartheid icon, and Shaka Zulu. At around 92,100 square kilometers, 35,600 square miles in area, KwaZulu Natal is roughly the size of Portugal. It has 3 different geographic areas and is the easternmost province in the country. The lowland region along the Indian Ocean coast is extremely narrow in the south, widening in the northern part of the province, while the central Natal Midlands consists of an undulating hilly plateau rising toward the west. 2 mountainous areas, the western Drakensberg Mountains and northern Lebombo Mountains form, respectively, a solid basalt wall rising over 3,000 meters 9,800 feet beside Lesotho border and low parallel ranges of ancient granite running southward from Eswatini. The area's largest river, the Tugela, flows west to east across the center of the province. KwaZulu Natal borders the following areas of Mozambique, Eswatini, and Lesotho. Maputo Province, Mozambique, far northeast. Lubombo District, Eswatini, northeast, east of Shizilvini. Shizilvini District, Eswatini, northeast, west of Lubombo. Mokhotlong District, Lesotho, southwest, north of Thibitska. Thibitska District, Lesotho, southwest, between Mokhotlong and Kashas Nek. Kashas Nek District, Lesotho, southwest, south of Thibitska. Domestically, it borders the following provinces: Mpumalanga, north. Free State, west. Eastern Cape, southwest. The KwaZulu Natal province is divided into 1 metropolitan municipality and 10 district municipalities. The district municipalities are in turn divided into 44 local municipalities. On Christmas Day 1497, Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama saw the coast of Natal and named the site after the Portuguese word for Christmas, Natal. The Nguni branch of the Bantu occupied this area from the early 1300s. The first European settlers, mostly British, established Port Natal, a trading post. They made almost no attempt to develop the interior, whose inhabitants had been decimated by the Zulu king, Shaka. The Afrikaner voortrekkers entered the area via the Drakensberg passes in 1837. These Afrikaners defeated the Zulus at the Battle of Blood River in 1838 and thereafter established the Republic of Natal. Thus, the territory was once part of a short-lived Boer Republic between 1839 and 1843 until its annexation by Britain. Many Afrikaner inhabitants left for the interior after the annexation and were replaced by immigrants, mainly from Britain. From 1860 onwards, increasing numbers of Indians, mainly Tamils, were brought in by the British mainly to work in the sugar plantations on the coast. The colony acquired Zululand, the area north of the Tugela River, after the Zulu War of 1879. The lands north of the Buffalo River were added in 1902. Boer forces entered the area during the South African War, 1899 to 1902, also known as the Second Boer War, and laid siege to Ladysmith. They failed to build on their initial advantage and for 3 months the line between the opposing forces followed the course of the Tugela River. In 1910, the colony became a province of the Union of South Africa and in 1961 of the Republic of South Africa. When the homeland of KwaZulu, which means place of the Zulu, was reincorporated into the Natal province after the end of apartheid in 1994, the province of Natal, which had existed between 1910 and 1994, was renamed KwaZulu Natal. The province is home to the Zulu monarchy. The majority population speak Zulu. It is the only province in South Africa that has the name of its dominant ethnic group as part of its name. As with Eastern Cape, most white South Africans in KwaZulu-Natal are of British descent and less than a quarter of whites in the province are of Boer/Afrikaner descent. The lion and wildebeest supporters are symbols of, respectively, KwaZulu and Natal. The regions joined to create KwaZulu-Natal. KwaZulu-Natal's provincial government sits in Pietermaritzburg. The foundation stone of the new legislative building was laid on June 21, 1887, to commemorate Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee. The building was completed 2 years later. On April 25, 1889, the Governor of Natal, Sir Arthur Havelock, opened the first Legislative Council session in the new building. KwaZulu-Natal is the home to the Zulu monarch, currently King Mzulu Zulu Khazwalathani. As of 2015, the king is provided a stipend of 54 million South African rands by the provincial government. He is also the chairman of the Inganyama Trust, which controls 32% of the area of the province. KwaZulu-Natal has the second largest regional economy in the country after Gauteng. Durban is a rapidly growing urban area and is by most measures the busiest port in Africa. A good railway network links the city to other areas of southern Africa. Sugar refining is Durban's main industry. Sheep, cattle, dairy, citrus fruits, corn, sorghum, cotton, bananas, and pineapples are also raised. There is an embryonic KwaZulu-Natal wine industry. Other industries, located mainly in and around Durban, include textile, clothing, chemicals, rubber, fertilizer, paper, vehicle assembly, and food processing plants, tanneries, and oil refineries. To the north, Newcastle is the province's industrial powerhouse, with Mittal Steel South Africa, previously Ispat/Iscor, and the Carbachum synthetic rubber plant dominating the economy. In 2002, Newcastle became the largest producer of chrome chemicals in Africa with the completion of a chrome chemical plant, a joint venture project between Carbachum and German manufacturing giant Bayer. Other large operations include a diamond cutting works, various heavy engineering concerns, the Natal Portland Cement, NPC, Slagman Cement Factory, and the Newcastle Cogeneration Plant, Old Ingagane Power Station. This was recommissioned as Africa's first gas-fired power station by Independent Power Southern Africa, IPSA, and it supplies the Carbochum plant with electricity. The textile industry is a major employer in the Newcastle area, with over 100 factories belonging to ethnic Taiwanese and Chinese industrialists. Maize, livestock, and dairy farmers operate on the outskirts of the city. Coal is also mined in the Newcastle area. Offshore mining of heavy mineral sands, including minerals with a concentration of significant economic importance at several locations, such as rutile, ilmenite, and zircon, are threatening the marine ecology of KwaZulu Natal's coast, including the Tagila banks. The fishing economy of the prawn and nurse fisheries are also threatened. Ecology tourism is increasingly important to the economy of KwaZulu Natal. The area's rich biodiversity and efforts at conservation have been recognized. Tourists have come to see the Isimangaliso Wetland Park and the uKhahlamba Drakensberg Park, declared UNESCO World Heritage Sites. These two major parks and that of Endemo have wetlands of international importance listed as Ramsar sites for conservation. The University of KwaZulu Natal, UKZN, has 5 campuses in the province. It was formed on January 1, 2004 after the merger between the University of Natal and the University of Durban Westville. Other universities are University of Zululand, Durban University of Technology, Mangosuthu University of Technology, University of South Africa. Within this online directory is information on one of South Africa's 9 provinces, KwaZulu Natal, KZN. With its subtropical climate and good surfing coastline, KZN is a popular region for holiday makers. The warm waters of the Indian Ocean roll onto pristine sandy beaches, the majestic Drakensberg mountain range inland, along with the temperate Midlands, all catering to every holiday desire imaginable. When the homeland of KwaZulu, meaning place of the Zulu, was merged into the Natal province in 1994, the province was named KwaZulu Natal. KZN is the only province in South Africa whereby its name reflects the dominant ethnic group. The province is home to the Zulu monarchy. The province itself stretches from Port Edward in the south to the border of Mozambique in the north. Although the temperatures differ from area to area, as a whole KZN has the most tropical climate throughout SA, with the summers generally being very hot with exceptionally mild winters for the most part. The Thukela River is the largest in KwaZulu Natal and one of the most important in the county. Its source is in Mont Auxiliary sources in the Drakensberg, plunging about 947 m down in 3 remarkable waterfalls. Running right through the province and into the Indian Ocean, the Thukela River provides many water sport activities along the way. Pietermaritzburg is the capital of KwaZulu Natal whilst Durban is its major city. Being one of the fastest growing urban areas in the world, Durban is the busiest port in SA, handling over 30 million tons of cargo a year. Combined with the port at Richards Bay, they account for over 70% of South Africa's cargo tonnage. KZN is lucky to have 2 World Heritage Sites at the Greater St. Lucia Wetland Park, Isimangaliso, and the uKhahlamba Drakensberg Park. uKhahlamba Drakensberg Park was declared a World Heritage Site in 2000 and is a mountainous wilderness bordering Lesotho, boasting the highest mountain range in South Africa. Often referred to as Little Switzerland with its high snowfall rate in winter, the Drakensberg tends to have visitors flocking there all year round. Beautiful waterfalls, rocks decorated with sand art, and mountain peaks, the area is spectacular. The living fossil fish or coelacanth lives in the Isimangaliso Wetland Park on the north coast of KwaZulu Natal, and in the wise words of Nelson Mandela, 1999, Isimangaliso must be the only place on the globe where the world's oldest land mammal, the rhinoceros, and the world's biggest terrestrial mammal, the elephant, share an ecosystem with the world's oldest fish, the coelacanth, and the world's biggest marine mammal, the whale. Some of South Africa's best protected indigenous coastal forests are found along KwaZulu Natal's coastline, especially Kosi Bay and Tukutuku. KZN is filled with active conservation activities which includes the Royal Natal National Park. The park is home to more than 1000 plant species, various species of antelope and 3 of the world's 7 species of crane. Other conservation concerns are at Giant's Castle and the Camberg Nature Reserve. From the early days KZN has seen many historical battles between the Zulus and the Voortrekkers, the British Empire and the Boer settlers, the Zulus and the British Empire. The province is the focal point of South African history containing many relics from our historical past. The battlefields in central KZN is a good showpiece of this history and well worth a visit. The KZN coastline has some excellent beaches including Mpumalanga Rocks, Shelley Beach, and Margate to name only a few. The beaches are safe for swimming and have super surfing opportunities. KwaZulu Natal's major economic sectors are manufacturing, exports, tourism, and agriculture. There has been a rapid industrialization in the province in recent years thanks to its abundant water supply and labor resources. Some of the major industries are found in Newcastle, Ladysmith, Dundee, Richards Bay, Durban, Hammarsdale, Richmond, Pietermaritzburg, and Mondini. A great deal of progress has been made due to the Dube trade port, and with the opening of the King Shaka International Airport in 2010, the Durban region is booming. The sugarcane plantations along the coastal belt are a mainstay of economy for the region, while citrus fruits, cotton, bananas, and pineapples are also grown here. Industries, mainly located in Durban and aside from the sugar refineries, are textile, paper, and food processing plants, among many others. Richards Bay on the central coast has large aluminium smelting plants. There are some excellent shopping centers in KZN, namely Mpumalanga's Gateway, the Galleria in Amanzimtoti, the Midlands Mall in Pietermaritzburg, the Pavilion in Westville, the Dolphin Coast Center in Ballito, La Lucia Mall in La Lucia, and the Shelley Mall on the lower south coast. KwaZulu Natal lies in the east of South Africa, on the Indian Ocean seacoast. The province has 3 international borders, Eswatini, formerly Swaziland, and Mozambique to the north and Lesotho to the west. There are also 3 provincial borders, Mpumalanga to the northwest, Free State to the west, and Eastern Cape to the south. The Drakensberg, or uKhahlamba, mountain range is on the western border of KwaZulu Natal. This range has the highest peaks in South Africa, including several that exceed 9,800 feet, 3,000 meters. The Libombo Mountains are in the far north of KwaZulu Natal. There are large plains in the middle of the province. The lowland region on the Indian Ocean coast is subtropical. Forests grow along the coast at Tukutuku and Kosi Bay. The Tugela, or Tequila, is the largest of KwaZulu Natal's many rivers. The Tugela waterfall on this river is the second highest waterfall on Earth. In 5 stages it drops a total of 3,110 feet, 948 meters. It is situated within Royal Natal National Park. Another notable waterfall in KwaZulu Natal is Howick Falls, on the Umgeni, or Ngeni, River. The Isimangaliso Wetland Park, formerly St. Lucia Wetland Park, located on the coast, is South Africa's largest protected wetland and was the first UNESCO World Heritage Site in South Africa. Thank you for watching this video.